Welcome to the Thinking Out Loud podcast show. Today we will be discussing, can you really buy American citizenship for $5 million? The controversial gold card proposal is dividing the nation. Some call it a brilliant economic strategy. Others say it's selling America's soul. In this episode, we are breaking down what this means for our immigration system, our Constitution, and our values as a country.
$5 million for American citizenship. That's the price tag being proposed in this controversial new gold card program. But what happens when we start treating citizenship like a luxury product for sale to the highest bidder?
You know what's fascinating about this? Several other countries have already gone down this path with their golden visa programs, and the results have been pretty eye-opening.
That's right. And get this, Portugal's program brought in over 6.5 billion euros in investment, but they're actually scaling it back now because it's created some serious problems in their housing market.
That makes me wonder about the potential impact on U.S. cities. I mean, we're already seeing housing affordability issues in major metros.
Well, looking at the numbers, if just 1,000 wealthy individuals took advantage of this program, we're talking about $5 billion in direct revenue for the government. And that's not even counting the additional economic activity these investors might generate.
So, what happens to local communities when you suddenly introduce a group of ultra-wealthy new residents?
That's where things get really interesting. You might see increased investment in local businesses and a broader tax base, but, and this is crucial, we're also looking at potential rapid gentrification and growing inequality. Malta saw exactly these effects with their program.
And what about the legal implications? This seems like it could raise some serious constitutional questions.
Oh, that's exactly what legal scholars are debating right now. While Congress has broad powers over naturalization under Article 1, Section 8, this proposal pushes some interesting boundaries with the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause.
Well, don't we already give preferential treatment to certain immigrants, like those with specialized skills or exceptional abilities?
That's true, but here's the key difference. Those preferences are based on what people can contribute through their abilities, not just their bank accounts. And, there's another crucial aspect we need to consider, the vetting process.
Like what happened in Cyprus when they had to suspend their program due to concerns about money laundering? Exactly
right. Several countries discovered their programs were being used by individuals trying to escape criminal investigations or launder money. The UK actually suspended their investor visa program last year after identifying multiple cases of suspicious wealth.
That's pretty concerning when you think about the potential security implications.
And here's something else to consider, the diplomatic fallout. Some countries have complained about these programs causing brain drain and capital flight. China, for instance, has expressed concerns about wealthy citizens using these programs to move assets overseas.
That reminds me of the broader geopolitical implications. How might this affect America's global standing?
Well, it's complicated. On one hand, we'd be joining countries like New Zealand and Singapore in competing for global investment capital. But on the other hand, it could undermine our credibility when advocating for human rights and equal opportunity internationally.
And what about the impact on our existing immigration system?
So that's where we see some really interesting data. Current processing times for regular immigration applications can stretch to years, sometimes decades. Creating this express lane for wealthy individuals could potentially increase those wait times for everyone else.
That seems like it could create some serious social tensions.
You're right. And looking at similar programs, we've seen this play out in other countries. In Canada's investor immigration program, they found that many participants had minimal interaction with the broader community and often maintained their primary business interests overseas.
That really challenges the traditional notion of immigration as a path to integration and community building.
And here's the thing. When we look at successful immigration policies historically, they've typically balanced economic benefits with social cohesion. This proposal seems to prioritize one over the other.
So what's the bottom line here? Are we looking at an innovative solution or a potential problem?
Well, based on the evidence from other countries and the unique aspects of American society, it's likely this would generate significant short-term economic benefits, but could create lasting social and political challenges. The real question is whether that trade-off is worth it for our society.
That really puts things in perspective. It's not just about the money, is it?
No, it's about fundamental questions of equity, national identity, and what kind of society we want to build. And those are questions that $5 million can't answer.
If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly episodes of current events and issues. Have thoughts on the gold card proposal? Drop them in the comments below. Want to hear us discuss a specific aspect of this topic in more depth? Let us know in the comments.